What's up, people? Today is July 5th, I believe. Here's the update on my boat. I got a little bit of paint down. Right, so the front is glassed in. It's all glassed in. And that's just primer. The back is glassed in. I got the rod holders, as you can see. Rod holders. That's glued in. As you can see, let me come around. There's gonna be a hatch, and there's a big hatch. Right, let me put it up there. Put it up there. Come back around. So the idea is the hatch is going to be like that. Now, this is a big hatch, and the reason why I put this big hatch, I didn't want to build these hatches from scratch. It was just such a pain in the butt doing it, and just getting everything even and flush was like such a pain. And they're still not flush. Like once I put the hatches on, they're sticking up a little bit, but I'll make do. Especially once you put the paint on it, and you put a little bit of resin in the cracks, a little bit extra resin. It really starts to build up, and then once you put the hatches on it, it's not exactly flush, but I'll make do. So this hatch, back to this hatch, it's a big hatch. As you can see, it's a big hatch. It's glassed in, as you can see. I still gotta cut this off right over here. But this is a big, and the reason, again, back to this, the reason for this hatch is being this big. Number one, it's not going to be only an access hatch. It's also going to be a hatch for the gas tank to fit, because you can see over here there is no access on this side, and I don't plan on cutting one out. It's just going to be like that. So that's what it looks like so far. I do have, if you see back there, I don't know if I could zoom in. I guess I can. Right back there, I do have the side rails, and that's thanks to Dan Alios. I think his name. I don't want to butcher his name. He hooked me up with rails. The rails that's gonna go on top of here for free. And what a great Gheenoe crew, where he could just hook me up like that. So definitely appreciate that. Here's your update. Still working on it. Next step will be to cut out the hatch, sand down the extra fiberglass on the side over here, and paint the inside, and with the primer, and the top with the primer, and then put a layer of paint. Now, let me tell you guys something, guys and gals, something. I made a huge mistake. So, as you can see, I bought topside white, and I bought topside by Rust-Oleum, and I bought topside primer. That was a huge mistake on my part, and the reason why is because it got expensive. It got expensive to do that. Let me just keep the screen here. It was about for both, and that was a quart. I spent like over $50. So yeah. So far overall, I got $600 in. Yeah, so I got about 600. But back to the reason why it was a huge mistake. It was very expensive for what I paid for. And remember, this is a quality build. But also, I want you to remember, I built the front deck from scratch, from pieces of wood that were just laying on the ground. From the deck I cut out. That's what I built the deck out of. So like I said, I'm $600 in right now. That's including the 150. I think that's the 150 or 120, 125. $100 something I spent for the boat. That includes that. And that includes the material. He gave me like a gallon and a half, I believe, with the boat. He gave me a little bit of fiberglass, but everything else I bought, from sanding discs to paint to fiberglass resin. But yeah, that's what it looks like so far. Again, I figured I'm almost 2 weeks in. I haven't given anybody an update, but there you have it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I'll be back with you.